Alo 1234. Alo alo. Alo alo. Alo alo mà. Alo alo alo. 1 mồm 2 mồm 3 mồm này 4 mồm 5 mồm 6 mồm 7 mồm 8 mồm 9 mồm. Alo alo 6 8 9 10. B2A 2A. Alo alo 1 mồm 2 mồm 3 mồm 4 mồm 5 mồm 6 mồm 7 mồm 8 mồm 9 mồm 10 mồm 11 12 4 15 16. Alo 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20.
This is how to remove background audio noise in OBS in a second. For this, simply go to Audio Mixer, then click on the three dots next to your mic, Filters, at the bottom hit the plus to add new filter, select Noise Suppression and choose the second method, which got higher CPU usage but suppressing noise in a much better way. And this is how to remove background audio noise in OBS in a second. For this, simply go to Audio Mixer, then click on the three dots next to your mic, Filters, at the bottom hit the plus to add new filter, select Noise Suppression and choose the second method, which got higher CPU usage but suppressing noise in a much better way. And that's it. This is how to remove background audio noise in OBS in a second. For this, simply go to Audio Mixer, then click on the three dots.
These are the best settings for your mic in OBS, including how I EQ mine. So you want to right click your mic and click on filters. You then want to add a gain, noise suppression, an EQ, compressor and limiter in this order because they work one after the other. So the first one we want to adjust is gain, and this is just going to make sure our mic is loud enough. I'm going to move it up a little bit until my peaks start hitting the red. The next thing we want to add is noise suppression. If you've got an NVIDIA graphics card, you want to go to their website and download their audio effects. Graphics card, you want to go to their website and download effects.
Hello.
And use their noise to the other. So the first one we want to adjust is gain, and this is just going to make sure our mic is loud enough. I'm going to move it up a little bit until my peaks start hitting the red. The next thing we want to add is noise suppression. If you've got an NVIDIA graphics card, you want to go to their website and download their audio effects and use their noise removal. If you haven't, then you can just use one of the other noise suppressors. The next thing we want to look at is an EQ. So we've got a simple 3-band equalizer here. This is what's going to make the biggest difference to how your mic sounds with your voice, and you're just going to want to have a play around with this. If you want a more advanced plugin, then you can download the VST Reaper plugin. The next thing we want to move on to is a compressor. This is just going to stop you from getting too loud on stream by compressing your mic after a certain point but still giving you some dynamic range. And then finally we're going to add a limiter. This is a final protection to
Công việc chưa xong mà còn hắt hơi số mũi nhức đầu. Ticusenfor, viên thuốc bà lớn với paracetamol, phenylephrine và clo.
These audio effects won't only work in OBS Studio, but also outside of it. For example, in Discord, Zoom, your game chat. Trust me, this is the only video you need to watch to make your microphone sound as good as possible. My previous video on this topic. And then if you upgrade the plugin, you get access to hundreds of stream designs that are all animated. They have Before doing that, you need to make sure that you're talking into the right side of the mic. You will not believe how many people get this wrong. Some mics record from the front, other mics record like this in this direction. An example is the Razer Siren Mini. So once you know you're talking to the right side, for me it's like completely into the front, but I'm turning it a bit because I want to speak over the microphone, because if you speak into the mic and make like a p sound, you will hear that plosive, and when I turn it a bit and I talk over the plosive. And so then after that, we need to make sure that the volume here is about right. If it looks like this when you're talking, you have a problem. And if it goes completely into the red, that's even worse. Now the first...
Hello. Hello. Alo 1 2 3 4 Alo, alo, 1, 2, 3, 4 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ace, ace. Ê, nó quay một ta. Ăn nữa, ăn nữa, ăn nữa. Alo, alo, 1, 2, 3, 4 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
First thing you need to do is right-clicking your audio icon here, going to sounds, then to recording, then you double-click your microphone, you go to levels, and then this is the first place where you need to change the volume before adding or removing gain and stuff in OBS with filters. So I did set the mic to 50% gain here. If I just move it to 100, you will see in OBS that I'm going into the red, and it's kind of distorting, and so I'd say move it to the left, and then just talk like you would on stream, and then gradually move it to the right until the volume is like at the end of the yellow, maybe a bit before that, and that's the perfect starting point for all the filters we're going to add. If I shout now, hey, it's going to peak, and if I talk really quiet, it's going to be a bit too quiet. So because this is really exciting, all of these filters will make this mic sound amazing, and the first filter you can add is a gain filter. And so there will be people that did set their microphone to 100% and that are still not at the end of the yellow here. In that case, you can add a gain filter here in OBS, and then you can just add gain right here artificially. However, it's better to do it in the audio settings. Now for everyone, the order of all these filters is extremely important, and the first thing you need to add is noise suppression. A lot of people first add all the effects and then noise suppression, but what you're doing then is amplifying all the noise that's within the audio and then afterwards trying to remove it. However, you should remove the noise first and then use the clean voice audio to add all the effects. You click on OK. Of these two options, all of these work the same. You click on it and then you just choose the suppression level. The harder you suppress the noise, the more it will affect your voice. You should play around with which one sounds better to you, or an end noise has no options. And then if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, the noise removal is absolutely amazing and it will barely affect your voice quality. Now to be fair, this noise removal is absolutely perfect for noise. It will barely affect your
A lot of you may have heard about the great features in NVIDIA Broadcast. And in fact, I did a video detailing some of the new ones in the latest update. You can check that out on the link. Video effects, and augmented reality. And what you'll need to do is download the appropriate noise removal SDK. We'll go to the link, it's in the description below, and we'll launch that. That'll take us to the NVIDIA website where we'll find audio effects, video effects, and augmented reality. And what you'll need to do is download the appropriate audio effects package. Should note that the new NVIDIA broadcast and noise removal only works with RTX series cards. So you'll see there's a download for the RTX 20 series and 30 series. I'm running a 2080 on this system, so I'm going to go ahead and choose download for the 20 series. Once you do that, you simply go ahead and save the file. And once that's finished downloading, we'll just go ahead and launch the file. That'll bring up a setup program. We'll go ahead and let it save the files to the system. And the installation will begin. So we'll agree to the conditions. It says to go ahead and do the install. It's gone ahead and done the installation, so we can close that. And we're now finished installing the drivers on the system. Now at this point, I generally like to reboot the system just to ensure that all the drivers are behaving nicely in Windows. So we'll
Tí 11 giờ. Alo.
Cái gì đấy? 11 giờ á?
Đúng.
Giờ nay bắn xét rồi, bắn xét không?
Không.
Đang thiếu một.
Xét bắn gì?
Đang mấy anh em trên nhau nhà Sơn chưa xuống Hà Nội.
Bắn phí đó hay bắn qua?
Phải ít.
Phí thì thôi.
Đi.
Cài ra đâu. Bắn qua mình bắn.
Cái gì cơ?
Phí thì...
Ừ.
Bắn Premier thì bắn.
Chê phây ít ạ.
Chê.
Chịu rồi.
Thế thôi vậy.
Khó. Thôi vậy.
We'll do that, and then we'll come back and complete the installation in OBS. So if you're a content creator, streamer, gamer, and you're looking to... And what we need to do is go add filter, and we'll choose noise suppression. And I'm going to name this NVIDIA, the system, just back AV stream on OBS Studio. Okay, and now that we have that complete, we just got filter. And I'm under method, one you're probably used to seeing is RN noise, which works very well. Speaks as well as